Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of my public speaking class. Today I'm going to be introducing to you a movie near and dear to my heart and surely all Marvel comic book fans. I'm talking about the Avengers. I'm talking about Iron Man, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Hulk, Thor, and Captain America, and Nick Fury with S.H.I.E.L.D. If you don't know who those are, you're not a Marvel comic book fan. Now, back to the movie. This movie is centered around Loki, the Tesseract, and the Chitauri. That is an alien race controlled by an unknown god or villain that you will find out in the next movie, because if you stayed after the credits, you got a glimpse of him. Now, Loki steals the Tesseract from Nick Fury, Hawkeye, and controls Hawkeye and the Professor. Now, they do all this research and unlock the Tesseract to unlock a alternate bridge to the Chitauri's home planet so that they can fly into New York to destroy the city and take over, basically. Now, at the beginning of the movie, all the Avengers are not together yet. They're all separated. Black Widow is doing her thing in like Russia. Captain America is in he's training. Iron Man is at his house. Hulk is in like some third world country, and they have to assemble. Black Widow goes to get Hulk. Iron Man is summoned. Thor doesn't show up till about the middle of the movie after they capture Loki for the first time, and he fights with Iron Man and Captain America, which is a pretty awesome scene. After they all assemble on the S.H.I.E.L.D. aircraft, their invisible awesomeness aircraft, they start trying to figure out what's going on, how to get the Tesseract back, how to locate where it is. And then Hawkeye shows up, blows one of the S.H.I.E.L.D. jet's propellers, and causes huge mayhem on the S.H.I.E.L.D. aircraft. The ship almost goes down until Iron Man and Captain America are able to start up one propeller to keep them floating. Hulk and Thor get into a huge fight. Thor gets dropped from the airtight bin and barely escapes. Hulk jumps out of the ship onto an airplane and falls into this unknown area in the middle of nowhere. Black Widow and Black Widow, Hawkeye, Iron Man, and Captain America are the only ones still on the ship after this happens, as well as Nick Fury and the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Once that happens, Loki opens up the alternate bridge to the Chitauri planet, and mayhem starts unraveling on New York. At this point, something's got to be done, so Hawkeye, Black Widow, Iron Man, and Captain America are the first line of defense. So they go to the city and they start fighting, and then a big snake-looking alien creature thing comes down, huge, and that's when the Hulk appears, and Captain America tells him, you need to get angry, you need to turn into the Hulk. And that's when Hulk starts to smash, and that's a huge catchphrase for anybody who doesn't know, which I'm sure you do. And from that point on, he destroys this snake thing, one punch in the face, into the ground, and his whole body just explodes basically. And then he starts jumping on buildings and smashing all the Chitauri, and eventually he finds Loki in Iron Man's house and does damage. Like, he body slams this guy like, no lie, 5 or 6 times. And he's just laying there stunned. It was the funniest, most awesome scene ever. Eventually, they have Loki stunned. They have most of the well, not most of the Chitauri, because they just keep coming out of the thing. So Shield ends up shooting a nuke into the city, which Iron Man grabs, goes up through the bridge into space basically, lets the nuke go, falls back out while Loki's scepter is being used to close the bridge, barely makes it out the bridge, the nuke explodes in space, the Chitauri are beaten, and the world is saved. It's superheroes, people. They always win. The villain never never wins. After that, they all split up and go their own separate ways. Now, after the credits, there's going to be a second Avengers, because they show a glimpse of a villain that's going to be in the next movie. I'm not going to tell you who it is, because I know who it is, because I'm a super nerd. If you haven't seen this movie, you have to see this movie, or buy it. Buy it on Blu-ray, because it's that amazing. If you don't have a Blu-ray player, buy that too, because you need to have that. But yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. It is my favorite movie, never mind. You have to see it, and thanks for watching.